the Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles as the Lakers look to work home court advantage. It's Wednesday Night Basketball live on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan in the booth, as always, with Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. Blazers coming to town, hoping to notch one here in this one-game road trip. Well, guys, at this point, while still many things can change, the record is not on par with their performance last year. Maybe a cause for concern, but something they are well aware of.
I think for the Trailblazers, this team has been a little off their normal pace here in the early going, but they've still got plenty of time to get it corrected, and if they do, they'll be dangerous.
Yeah, this is a group that's consistently among the premier teams in the league. You've got to figure it's only a matter of time before they really get it clicking.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. On the floor for Portland, Bill Barton is out there with Damian Lillard. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge. Then it's Evan Turner. And it's Cage in the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now here's DeRozan. After the miss from Damian Lillard. Young pass to McDaniel. No good. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. And this matchup with the Lakers, it's their first meeting of the season.
Yeah, I think they're a little better in this ball club, and it showed last year winning the season series.
Last game for the Lakers, they picked up the W against the Raptors in Toronto.
And I think, Kevin, it really showed how important it is to have a strong bench performance. You go out on the road, you can't rely on your starters night in and night out. The reserves have to contribute and help them out.
I think we definitely saw that, Steve, throughout the game. They were really tied together as a team. Didn't make any difference who was out on the floor. You'll take every road game win you can, and they're happy with that one.
Lakers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. He kicks it to Fry from 11 feet away, and he drops that one in.
Well, he's off to a good start, and he's a guy who we know. I mean, if he gets going early, there's going to be problems all day.
Lillard attacking. Gets a hand on it. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And a nice soft touch on the board.
And when you have that gentle a touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by.
Well, easy points, 3 points for a guy with that kind of strength and agility in the paint. You got to go for every second chance opportunity.
Ahead, here's Cage. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up.
When the size advantage is that pronounced, that's exactly what you should do offensively in this situation. Take it strong to the middle.
Now, here's Fry. Picked up 24 points in their last win against Toronto.
Put in a lot of good work on the boards. That helped them too. Pretty bad defense, letting the offense get right to the rim, but smart play to foul once he was there.
But you know it's going to happen. They sent a message right there. Nothing easy inside.
Both free throws good from Randall. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. To the middle. Here's Cage. And, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup. And while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call a foul shot or not, but sure enough they have. So he'll head to the free throw line. And so he makes both from the line. Lakers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Now, here's Fry. Covered by Lillard. Fry passes to McDaniel. Marked down low that time, and he got the 3-second call. And there before you are the teams that have been absolutely red hot for the last 10 games. The Lakers, number 1.
Now, the thing I like is they're getting good shots every time down the floor, and it's due to their unselfishness as a team. This could be the first of many mid-range jump shots we see from him today.
And Fry kicks to Randall. In the first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Fry passes to McDaniel. Shot clock at 5. Here's DeRozan. And he makes good on the layup. DeRozan's got his first points of the night.
How about this? They're shooting 80% so far. I know it's early, but offensively, they look great.
Barton dishes to Lillard. Here's Aldridge. And it's blocked by Fry. And he gets it back. A nice shot by Aldridge.
Kevin, let's look at the Trailblazers to see how they're doing ranking-wise. Fourth in lowest turnovers per game, sixth in steals, and they're a top 10 shooting team from the foul line. Pretty good company for that team.
To me, offense is all about getting good shots, and you can't get good shots unless you're taking care of the ball. And like you talked about those turnover numbers, the lack thereof. I mean, that's impressive. This is a very well-coached, disciplined.
Lillard with it, now defended by Fry. Aldridge down low. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Chicago.
And don't forget about the incredible rebound effect for him, too. I mean, just devouring the glass all game long.
Tries from 10, and that's good for 2. And it's 6 points for the Wizard. Clark, the coach, was really passionate in that last huddle, trying to do everything he can to get his message across.
You know, and I'm not sure what he wanted exactly, but he did it with enough fire that I'm guessing he's not going to be happy with any lapse in execution. I mean, he made his point pretty clear. Offensively, he can be the engine that drives them at any given time.
They set the pick. Feeds it to Randall. Shot off the screen. Shot's good.
Very effective screen to set up the jumper. That was the key to that play.
Aldridge sets up the pick now for Lillard. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
This quarter, he's really been off the mark. He just looks a little bit unsettled.
The dish now to Randall. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. He feeds it to Fry. Kicks it to Randall. Outside to Rosen. It's deflected. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Here's Lillard. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Lillard's got 8 points.
Well, you knew he'd win that race.
Definitely. I mean, that's what you call early offense.
That bucket in no time at all. That's now 8 points for the Wizard. Portland leading. And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. And almost Randall's checked in for Johnson. DeRozan comes in for Johnson. And it's the Wizard in for Clarkson. And Portland making a change here. Randall and Hill are the 4 and 5. Wizard out there with Ricky Rubio. And it's DeRozan in at the 3, the small forward. That's
He threw down that 360 like it was no problem at all. That's insane skill.
guys on the bench are just falling all over themselves.
They love one of the plays of the year, possibly.
And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Hi, Kevin. The Wizard in their last time out against the Raptors was simply terrific. He dropped in 24 points, and in addition to his scoring, he also came away with a season high for rebounds. This was the latest dominant performance from him and reminds you why he is such a nightmare for opposing coaches and why he's so much fun for us to watch, guys.
All right, Doris, thank you. He played at a level that very few players are capable of playing, Clark.
Yeah, I agree. I was just glad I got a chance to witness it. It's always such a special night when a player of his caliber gets so locked in and focused.
And, you know, in an 82-game season with so much talent, every once in a while, everything's going to click. And that was definitely the case that night.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter. They set the pick. And it's Randall, top of the key. Here's Fry. Again, Los Angeles.
His shooting's been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons his team is up in this game.
Lillard with it. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Chicago.
Yeah, he picked his spots in that game too, Kevin, because I thought he not only did a nice job scoring, but setting up his teammates as well.
And that one's good. Lillard's got 14 points for the game.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. I mean, defensively, the wind has just been knocked out of their sails.
Need to get more bodies committed down low.
Good.
He started out hot, and he's only gotten hotter. He could be in for one of those games.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball. And Lillard kicks to Lopez. The feed to Barton. Pass to Turner. And Portland again with the bucket.
Still went down, but with no defense anywhere near him, he might as well just go straight up. No need to fade away.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Pushing it up. No one had to stop him.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yeah, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
To pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close.
Here's Fry. 14 points for him. To the paint. Here's Randall. Blocked. Now Portland on the break. Lillard with the ball. Outside Turner. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot two right here. The Trailblazers shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
And the team free throw numbers for this club this season, very impressive. About 80% from the line.
You know, the numbers from the line, guys, are close to where they were last year. But just a tad worse, so not too bad.
Fry passes to Randall. No one near him. Here's McDaniel. Tries yet again, and it's laid in by Randall. Randall's got 6 points.
Boy, what a great job making good on the second opportunity. Stayed with that play from start to finish.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
I had a chance to find out what Los Angeles coach is going over with his guys. The one thing he doesn't want is for their offense to get sluggish. He said, take what the defense gives you. Don't hesitate to let those shots fly. He then made another statement, telling his guys to stay alert and aware when defending the outside shot, saying, quote, they can hurt us on the perimeter if we don't stay right up on them. So, Kevin, changes already being made on the fly here in the second quarter.
Thanks, Doris. Now, here's Fromm. He's got 14. Out to the wing. Six to shoot. Here's Young. Here's Randall. And it's Portland. With the rebound. Lopez has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Lopez, a screen on DeRozan. Lillard attacking, and he slams that one down.
That's basketball 101, guys. I mean, elementary. Use the screen to free yourself and then take it straight to the rack.
Yeah, very nice set play for him.
You know, that's using your head and using your body.
Young passes to McDaniel. Back to Young. Lakers working the ball around now. It's deflected. Fry dishes to Young. The pass to Fry. And Nick Young, the bucket on the assist by Fry. Young's got it all tied up now for the Lakers. Lillard outside. Here's Cage. Randall grabs the board. Randall's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Here's DeRozan. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. DeRozan's got his 2nd basket.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
Lillard attacking. It's blocked. And here's the fast break. Randall leading it all the way. DeRozan's shot is good. Now it's a 4-point Laker lead. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Lakers.
Well, you have to admire their intensity in the paint defensively. I mean, really contesting and even blocking shots. Definitely a factor early.
Well, they've done a really good job of getting their hands into passing lanes, coming away. With some steals in the early going.
No matter what the score is, his attitude has been perfect. I love his disposition. He has stayed in attack mode.
And here is Fromm. He's got 14. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
And what a game for the Wizards. He's got 14 points, and he has 1 steal to his credit as well.
But he's done a better job than the numbers indicate, really. I think he's been really sound defensively, and he's helped his club.
Both teams will make substitutions. He hits both from the strike.
Boy, his free throw shooting, just another reason he's such a good all-around player.
Now here's McCollum, guarded by Fry. Knocked loose and stolen by Fry. For the finish. Batum. 11 points for him in that last game against Chicago. Here's McCollum. Offline with his three.
Clear look at the hoop. He doesn't miss many of those.
And Price slams it in. Some serious agility coming out of... backcourt.
You know, that bucket might count for a little more than 2 points when he finishes with that kind of flourish.
Yeah, against a D that was already reeling a little bit. That was like a body blow.
McCollum gets to Turner. Left side, Turner. Here's Aldridge. And the layup's good off the glass. Aldridge has got 6.
He had his head on a swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
It could go. Can't get it to go. And the...
Certainly good numbers from you shooting the ball in the first half. What has been your approach on offense?
Same approach as up.
Okay, guys, we got a few minutes here. Let's go over a few.
Buddy, the start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. We're seeing a tremendous game from Damian Lillard.
And what was most impressive was that his decision-making and shot taking was very disciplined and efficient. Really an excellent half.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Whether it's been from mid-range or in tight, he is taking only what the defense has given him, and he's not trying to do too much. I love the flow and rhythm he's playing with here.
Here's who Terry Stotts is starting the second half with. Damian Lillard out there with Will Barton. Then it's Evan Turner. And there's LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Gage in the center position. That's good. 8 points for DeMar DeRozan.
Getting off on the right track here early to start the half with some penetration.
And Lillard gets to Turner. He dishes it to Aldridge. Knocks it down from 7 feet. Aldridge has got 8 points. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Los Angeles leading by 6. High in the post, covered by Lillard. Now, here's Fromm. Defense right on him. 6 on the shot clock. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Well, traditionally, many of the great free throw shooters have come from the point guard ranks. Here are the ones leading the league this year. You look at Fromm, second in the NBA. So great from the line.
They are as reliable at the free throw line as you're going to find in this league. And that's something we've come to expect from the point guard position.
Yeah, that is typically where we find a lot of the top foul shooters in the league, quite honestly. But that doesn't mean we should take these guys for... granted. I mean, they put in an enormous amount of work to get to that level.
Well, they're now +5 in the rebound category, really controlling the glass.
And rebounding is one of those non-glamour stats. I mean, it takes work and effort and tenacity and physicality. But when you look at the scoreboard, you can see the correlation.
Good on both.
Well, I think the Trailblazers need to change their strategy against Randall.
He has 8 points, and he's done his job at the charity stripe. He's gotten 4 of his points from there.
And that's a good place to get them. You know, they don't come easier than that, but you've got to get yourself there first.
And the basket by Lillard.
You know, he's knocking down his shots today, but it hasn't really translated to the scoreboard yet.
A moment here now to see how the numbers are going for Damian Lillard. 6th in three-point field goal percentage. And he's doing hard at his offensive game. He ranks in the top 10 in that category, points per game.
And Steve, I really think he deserves an awful lot of credit for making it into the top 10 in three-point shooting. I mean, that's pretty high-quality marksmanship when you're a top 10 three-point shooter.
Perfect on their first 3 shots now. That's the way to start the second half.
Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaping up early in the season. You take a look at Los Angeles. They've got the #1 record in the conference, and because of it, each night out, their competition is going to bring it right at them. And checking out Portland, 3 spots below.
Seeing where the Lakers are, they've actually taken the NBA by storm since the season kicked off. They put themselves right in the mix with the league's top teams when most people thought they'd be bottom feeders.
I know it's early, Clark, but the way they've looked, I think they'll be in that mix all the way to the end.
Boy, the kind of moments you love to see. Excellent defense leading to a dunk at the other end.
Clark, you got to marvel at the transition game when they've got it clicking. It's really explosive.
High octane for sure.
Yeah, turning defensive pressure into offensive opportunities, that's what it's all about.
Lakers leading by 8. A baseline J. Almost, but it rolls out.
Finally a miss, but still 4 for 5 shooting to start this third quarter.
Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Aldridge left side. And the officials call traveling.
Nice.
Clarkson, he's checked in.
Wake up, son. You're in.
Oh, it's time to ball.
.40 left in the third quarter. McCollum with the ball, averaging 9 points per contest. Brooks outside. Out to the right wing. Here's Cage, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. Points for him.
The easiest way to do it sometimes is with the bounce back.
The Wizard, he's checked in for the Lakers. Lakers trailed by 5. Rubio outside. Passes it to Fry. Back to Rubio. Fires for 3. Can't. Get it to go. Here's Cage. Shot is no good. In a moment now to check out our State Farm system. And what a pass it was by a talented point guard.
Well, this is what he does. This is the kind of plays he's known for, Kevin.
Fry in a 2-guard. Johnson is out there with Hill. Then it's Ricky Rubio. And it's McDaniel at the 5 roaming the paint. That's the Laker 5. Brooks with it. Guarded now by Rubio. Batum, a screen on Rubio. 5 on the clock. Brooks the best to Batum. No good on the 3. The Lakers trail. And Fry kicks to Rubio. Pass to McDaniel. And low to Hill. Inside, here's McCollum. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. McCollum's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for Portland. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Portland.
Their activity at the defensive end, Kevin, has been really impressive. Attacking and coming away with steals.
You know, adding to that, Steve, you look at their block totals tonight, and you see how feisty they've been on the defensive end this game.
Obvious foul.
Yeah, he took a hit right there and earned those free throws.
And the first one at the line is good. Damian Lillard's checked in for Portland. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. Trailblazers leading by 6. To the inside. Here's McCollum. Excellent D there by Johnson.
That's a bad miss right there. I mean, you'd like to see him be a little more assertive when he has such good position.
Blocked. To the inside. And there's McCollum. That's good on the assist from Batum. And it's 6 points for C.J. McCollum. Rubio with a screen on Lillard. Dry dishes to Rubio. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here. And the Lakers with some changes. And comes in for Hill, and Nick Young is subbed in for Johnson. And a switch here also for Portland. Martin is checked in.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They sure are. That's 3 straight buckets that have come off of assists.
Here's Fry. Finds the block for the bucket from 13 feet out. Fry's got 9 points now in just the second half. Lillard, right side. Aldridge a screen. Lillard, the pass to Aldridge. Down low. Here's Cage. Randall grabs the board. Lakers trailed by 6. First one falls for him. And the Lakers making a change here. DeRozan's checked in. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Evan Turner, he's checked in for Nicholas Batum. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Aldridge kicks to Lillard. Ball's not loose. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession. Lillard left side. Good. Lillard's got 28.
Another good pass, and their offensive execution has been impressive, to say the least.
The last 4 field goals have been assisted. Yeah, passing has kept the defense off balance, but to get assists, you got to make the shot. Definitely doing his part because he's made his share of clutch buckets here in the fourth.
Trailblazers leading by 5. Inside, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. Julius Randle picks one up.
Yeah, the referee's all over that one.
No doubt about it. Clearly a foul. Nothing to argue about there.
And both free throws good for Evan Turner.
Checking out the game Evan Turner is having. He has 8 points, and he's chalked up 1 3-pointer on the day as well.
Yeah, a lot of times he's one of those players who can get hot and stay hot from the 3-point line. So I look for him to continue to just search for shots out there.
A wide open look here for DeRozan. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. Turner passes to Kate. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Doubled by Fry. Turner. And he gets it to go. Turner's got 4 points in the quarter.
I like his composure there under pressure as he was being double teamed. Terrific pass.
Here's Fry. Dishes it to Young. Clock at 6. Lets it go with a 3. Marcus Aldridge grabs the miss. Aldridge has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Here's Turner. Again, the Trailblazers score.
And the shooting percentage continues to climb, guys, here in the second half. They're on fire.
Steve, I like the collective focus since halftime. Good team basketball resulting in high-quality shots.
And Aldridge comes over to help. Fry dishes to Young. Here's McDaniel. Portland grabs the miss. Aldridge has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Here's Lillard, rebounded by the Lakers.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
Here's the screen, goes up off the pitch, and Fry slams it in.
Set at the perfect angle on the floor, and he used it nicely.
That's a play we may see from them a few more times.
Why not? When it works, you go back to it. Make them stop you.
Aldridge. Shot is good.
You know, it's really hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
Yeah, look at the discrepancy in power between these two teams.
Lakers trailed by 11. Now, here's Fry. Lillard comes with the double team. Now, here's Fry. Not a lot of room. 5 on the clock. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. DeRozan's shot is good.
In the first half, they didn't shoot nearly as many threes. But finding themselves down now, they started to cast up a lot more triples.
All right, let's go over to the front line with Doris Burke.
Hi, Kevin. I was able to hear the advice Terry Stotts gave to his team during that last break. With his team struggling from three-point territory, he told them to start looking for more high-quality shots inside the paint. We're forcing too many threes, he said. Stop with the bombs and work it inside.
And the official signaled a backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Here's DeRozan. 1:58 left here in the fourth quarter. He kicks to Fry. Here's McDaniel. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Defense left him just a little window to get through, and he just ducked in for the layup. Terrific job.
Now, here's Lillard. Guarded by Fry. Lillard attacking. No good off the back of the rim. So for the Trailblazers, their last game, a win against the Bulls. Here's Fry. By Lillard, and Fry kicks to Young. There's 3 pointers is off the mark.
Well, that defense went from poor to no defense at all.
Well, you don't see him miss that shot very often. When he's open like that, it's usually lights out.
Right side Turner. 6 to shoot. And Damian Lillard with the jam. It's a stop. To see a player, Clark, at his position who can get to the rim like that.
Yeah, he goes very vertical on you, Kevin.
And once he's up there, you know he's going to throw it down hard.
Now, here's Fry. Covered by Lillard. Randall. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Fantastic dunk, and he decided to hang around up there for a while, Kevin.
Well, maybe, he didn't want to land awkwardly. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe it was a safety move.
Or maybe he just wanted to give the photographers a better angle for the shot.
Los Angeles on D. Lillard, right side. Rebounded by the Lakers.
Now it looks like their comeback hopes are out the window. I think this lead is safe now.
Yep, this one's a done deal.
And here's Fry from the arc. Here's Randall. Money! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Boy, he is beating them up on the glass. They almost looked like they were willing to back off and give him the second chance points. That's how physical he is.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6. And so both free throws are good. It's a 7-point game.
Good work at the line to stretch that lead out a little bit.
So both teams changing it up here. And so it...
Well, Marcus,